Today, I'm going to be playing as Hulk in Road to Glory NCAA 14. This is the start of a brand new series. Will the Incredible Hulk be able to become one of the top recruits in his high school class? Watch till the end of the video to see how he does at linebacker, and see if he will be able to use his size and strength to get college offers. It was the first game of my senior year in high school. I wanted to start off the year strong, and my team ended up getting a stop on defense. I wanted to get my first play in the game though, and I helped out on a tackle here for a loss of 3 yards. It was safe to say that our defense was almost impossible to go against. As we got stop after stop, however, I was still falling short on most of my plays. It seemed as if I didn't really even have to do much work as my teammates were playing excellent. However, it didn't matter how they were playing, it mattered how I was playing, and I wanted to get in on this game. However, I was starting to get a little angry as it seemed like the ball was never coming to me. And any chance I did get this game, I ended up falling on my face, which was starting to make me very angry. I had a chance to get the first sack of the season here. However, I missed the tackle and I was so angry, and just nothing was going my way this game. And on this play, I was so close to getting another sack again, but the quarterback got the ball off. So with a minute left in the game, I finally took out all my anger on a huge hit, and I ran at the quarterback as hard as I could, and I swatted that ball right away from him. I knew my anger would fuel me to play better. But hold up, I wasn't done yet, as I rushed the quarterback once again and put so much pressure on him that he threw a bad ball. And we had won our first game. So in game number 2, I wanted to start playing even better. However, it felt like last game where things were just not going my way, and this team was so far doing much better against our defense, but we ended up getting the stop when they surprisingly went for it on 4th down. Just like the start of last game, things were not going my way and I was not playing good as I missed that tackle. The game was tied at only 3-3 going into the second half. I can't forget to mention our offense kind of sucked. I still had no tackles or any stats in this game by this point of the game, which made me very angry, but look at this, I got my first tackle for loss as I was finally feeling my power. That quarterback had no chance against my strength when I was angry, but still, we had a game to win, and this offense was starting to get down the field, which was not good. However, I had a chance to get another tackle, but I got thrown off, which made me so angry. So I was just throwing myself around on top of these guys, and using my anger, I pushed as hard as I could to get to the quarterback. I was so angry at him, and I got the sack, my first sack of the season. Look how I used my strength to push by any player to get to the quarterback and sack him right there. We came away with another win here as we ended the game on a turnover, and to start off the next game, I put pressure on the quarterback, which resulted in him throwing an interception, and like usual, our defense was unstoppable as we got another stop to bring them to 4th down. I still though was struggling to find success and get stats of my own for the game. I still needed a scholarship, and on this play I failed to cover my man and they left him wide open, which resulted in them getting a huge gain. We ended up stopping them 4th down. However, they got the pass off and got the first down, and it was not looking so good for us. It was 3rd and goal and we were really looking to hold them out to a field goal. However, they ended up getting the touchdown there and I felt somewhat responsible, and just like that, our sucky offense turned over the ball and I missed another tackle, which resulted them in getting almost to another touchdown. Once again on 3rd and goal, they ended up getting a touchdown, and I was feeling really angry at myself for letting this happen twice. Starting the second half, thankfully our offense was able to take back the lead as we were up by 7, but I was upset because I had literally 0 stats this game so far and I wanted to get something to happen soon. Thankfully though, it was looking safe that we were going to get the win. I was very mad though as I had literally 0 stats to my name on this game. I knew I had limited time to prove myself worthy of a scholarship, and so far things weren't looking that well, so I knew I had to play my heart out in this next game. I knew this would be a tougher game though, as this team was very good at moving the ball down the field. But finally, on 3rd and 10, I had my chance to shine as I got to the quarterback and I made him throw away the ball. That play resulted in them having to punt the ball, so I felt so happy with myself. And not even a minute later, I had another chance and I bodied that kid to the ground. I'm genuinely surprised he was able to get up after that one. I had yet another chance here to get a tackle, but I got made a fool of. However, I think I did help with this tackle though. This game was starting to be a great one for me as I got yet another tackle, and that absolutely hyped me up. It was officially Hulk time, as look at this, I got another tackle on the play and just barely stopped the first down. Look at this, I sent pressure to the quarterback here and he threw an interception straight to my teammate. I decided to run the entire field with him just to make sure he got the pick 6, and it looked like we added on to the score, making it 21-0. By the 4th quarter, we still hadn't let up any points, and I wanted to keep it that way as I got another huge tackle. Even with all my success this game, I was not about to let up as I got a huge sack on the quarterback. This just proves to you how strong my anger can make me. We ended up getting a huge victory and a shutout. I was so happy with myself. That performance last game earned me my first scholarship from James Madison, but I wanted to carry out that performance to my next game as well. However, I started off opposite as I got absolutely embarrassed here as I got bodied to the ground, and this team's offense was actually able to move the ball against our defense. We did end up getting a huge stop though. I didn't have any action the whole game until the very end of the second quarter as I finally got my first tackle. However, overall I was having a bad game though, and it showed as I was angry as I got a roughing the passer penalty. However, I converted my anger into strength as I got a huge sack on the quarterback, which ended up in a turnover. We ended up getting another another shutout. However, I was not too happy with my performance. In this next game, I just wanted to play good and hustle hard and have some good stats. So I proved I would work hard no matter what situation. I kept hustling as hard as I could to the ball on every single play, and I somewhat made some tackles. However, our shutout streak was ended fast as they ended up getting a touchdown. Our offense was unable to score, but thankfully one of my teammates got an awesome interception. But it was finally my chance once again, and look at this, I got another huge tackle right there as I read the play perfectly. On this next play, I almost missed the tackle here. However, thankfully my teammate pushed him to the ground. On this next play, I was able to show off my athleticism as I ran across the entire field and went to this guy as I got a huge tackle. I just really wanted to get some better scholarships. Look at this insane diving tackle I made on this next play. Just look at how I was able to throw my huge body onto this guy. And just the very next play, look at this huge hit I was able to lay out on that kid. He got smacked to the ground. However, I clotheslined my teammate as well. I apologized. However, our offense sucked and we sadly lost our first game of the season. In the next game, I wanted to start off strong and play good again as I got my first tackle of the game early on. On this next play here, I saw this man wide open, so I gave him a huge hit out of bounds. I was super happy with my performance so far, but I wanted to keep the pace up and I got a huge hit on the quarterback there as I got my first sack of the game. However, even with success, we could never be perfect as look at this insane play. They ended up getting off as they got a huge amount of yards there. That huge play right there resulted in them getting a touchdown and I felt responsible for missing that tackle. I didn't really get much action until this play right here as I got a tackle right here. I almost missed it though. Thankfully I got it. We ended up getting a dominant victory over Elk Ridge and I felt like I had a decent game. However, this next game was not going nearly as well as we gave up an early touchdown as they got a beautiful pass off. I was kind of angry here as my teammate just barely got the sack in front of me. I almost got it there. The rest of the game though, I didn't really do much until I got this huge hit on this guy for a loss, and this game ended up going to overtime. We thankfully got the win, but that was not my best game. This next game also didn't start off that well as we let up a touchdown in the first quarter. We were looking to get the stop on third down, and looky here, I got a huge hit which caused the guy to drop the ball and got the fourth down stop. But look at this next play, our defense caused a fumble and we recovered it as well right by the goal line. However, Onley struck right back after that as they got a huge play over here and they ended up taking this all the way into the touchdown. However, it wasn't my fault. I was pretty angry after that touchdown, and look at this, I read that play perfectly and I got a huge hit. That was a loss of 6 yards there. Just look at this hit here. I'm surprised he got up after that and held on to the ball. However though, no matter how good the defense on our team played, the offense just could not get it done and we ended up losing our second game. We were now in the playoffs though, so we couldn't lose a single game from now on out. This game started off pretty well for me as I helped with a tackle there. However, things were going to be more difficult in the playoffs. It was third down though and I wanted to get a stop and I got a huge play right here. I tackled him and he didn't get any yards. No one gets past the Hulk except this time they did and they ended up getting a huge reception. It was second and goal and I was not stopping. I did not want them to get a touchdown. I did not want to lose this game, so I got a huge sack. I mean, look at this. I got a huge sack on the quarterback. I was so happy. And I was absolutely not done after this as look at that. I got a huge tackle for loss and I forced the fumble. However, they picked it up, but that's okay as they kicked a field goal and look at those stats right now. I was playing my heart out of this game as I got another huge tackle. I only let up 5 yards. In the fourth quarter, we were up by 1 touchdown and I wanted to keep it that way. So I continued to keep doing my thing as I got another huge hit. But take a look at this replay. I know it's hard to see, but from this angle, you can see I stripped the ball from this guy. I forced a fumble and a turnover. I can't believe it. This was my best game yet by far. Obviously, I was player of the game with 6 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, a sack, and 2 forced fumbles. And immediately after that game, I gained 4 huge scholarships. In the second round of the playoffs, we unfortunately let up the first touchdown of the game. And it wasn't until the third quarter where I finally got my first big play of the game as I got another tackle for loss. I was a solid wall. You couldn't get past the Hulk. We ended up just barely winning this game by 1 single point. It was the semifinals in the high school playoffs, so I kept playing strong as I got a tackle, my first of the game. Shortly after that first tackle, I did my signature play and I get a big hit on the running back there as he lost 1 yard. And we ended up stopping them on 4th down, so we got the ball back for our offense. Nothing happened the rest of the game and it was tied 0-0, but check out this monstrous hit I hit on the quarterback as I got my first sack. However though, look at how I timed this last play here and I ended up getting a huge sack on the quarterback. What a play. After back-to-back sacks, I was heading into overtime strong as I got my first tackle of overtime. I stopped them from getting the first down, but even after that, I still wasn't done. I was not losing this game and I got a tackle from behind for only 4 yards. My strength was becoming inhuman as I got yet another tackle for loss back-to-back. We got the stop and the win there, sending us to the championship. And right after that game, I got my biggest offers yet from Oregon and Tennessee. It was the state championship game and I was ready to play. We were up by a touchdown and look at this. I just got a huge play right there. That was a loss of 3 yards. Things were starting to go our way as my teammate got a huge interception here. And on third down here, I was able to get a tackle. Sadly, they got the first down, but that's okay. I got a tackle. And the very next play, I made up for that first down as I read this play perfectly and I got a tackle for loss, 2 yards. Unfortunately though, our opponents tied up the game right after this and we could not let them take the lead. So on third down, look at that. What just happened? happened right there. I got the tackle though. Apparently, I could now defy gravity, and this game was now going to overtime. However, we got the stop and we got the win. We won the championship. I had over 15 offers. Wait until next episode to see where I go.